Hello, I am Mr. Salty Crackers, and today we will be playing Penumbra Overture. Now, I haven't beat this game yet, so it will be a blind walkthrough. I did play a little bit just to get a good feel for it, so I will be starting new game. And I will be going on normal, because it's not too easy and not too hard, and I'll be quiet for the story.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Okay, so dead father leaving notes. Fun times. Yep, I better stow my gear. Oh look, whiskey. I'm not much of a drinker, so that's what I say to whiskey. Take my notebook though. I like notebooks. Soup, not a soup pan. Bleh. Duffel bag. Don't need you. Get out of here. Padlock. Inventory. Get the key. Open the padlock. Open this. I'll take that. Get some flashlight batteries. Open the drawer up. Grab the flashlight for the batteries. Open this up. Grab the note. Just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is in no way to get you rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've watched those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing that they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in an ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Alright. She sounds very loving. Oh, look, more whiskey. Okay, I got the map. Alright, that's everything I need. Let's get out of here. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after, and I knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Oh man, now I'm in a snowstorm. Oh, I'm dying. Slowly dying of cold. Must hurry. Need rock. Good for snowstorm. Trust me. Okay, almost there. Must break, ice, and find shelter. Turn. Spin to win. Alright, out of the snowstorm. Dude. I think I just fell. Well, on the downside, I'm in a dark, scary cave. On the bright side, I'm not freezing to death. So, choose your poison, right? I'll take that. And move this. And grab that. Open you up, grab that. Go through here, get some flares, and a hammer. It's hammer time. Overused joke is overused. Just throw this shelf out the way, whip out the hammer, and crack! Break on through. Break on through to the other side. Jab. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Forgot about that. Go ahead, stick the pole in, and spin to win. And on to the next area. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches, located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a kid. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of the phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there if something goes wrong. Part of it, a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Okay. Can I go back? No, I'm trapped. I need to get out. Yes, if I run into anything, I will be sure to hide. Not much of a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Nope. More liquor. You know what I say to that? Go here. It's nice and sunny in here. Very pleasant. I approve of this room. What's in here? Nothing. Oh, beef jerky. Not sure what that's for. I'm sure it'll come in handy eventually. Probably in some abstract way. Nothing. Oh, more beef jerky. I'll take it. I'll take the case. Painkillers. Grab the flare. What's in here? Nothing. Nothing, and more nothing. Backstrin. Command Bunker Emergency Airstrip Zulu Weekly Report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipments, standard emergency drills carried out, routine runway maintenance complete. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern. Back in London, the Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in the workshop/armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this, and then that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom, and I'm sure that's where they learnt the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in a chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. The space is so disconnected sometimes I feel as if the war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supply requisition ordered. Dynamite for excavation purposes, 7 bayonets, not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the dang ice that forms on the external hatches, and 1 pair of reading glasses category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state, repair could do with replacing. Reconditioning of mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bond damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. One point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find in an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening, after martial duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside, and I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Okay. That was a very long-winded letter. Got some more batteries. And the Doom Lantern. Old man clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger, never seen before. Still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him Father. Indeed, that might not have been a good idea. Nope. More notes. I'm tired of reading. If you want to read these, just pause the video and read them. Open up, Mr. Chest. Book of explosives. Black match fuse, dynamite, and trinitrochlorine. Is that what TNT stands for? Go figure. That's a tricky word. I would rather say TNT. Okay. Carrying on into the darkness. Oh god. Need to hide. Must blend in with oh, it's a dog. Oh. Don't stare at the dog, your guy will go insane. Give his position away and die because of it. But I want to look. It's so tempting to stare at the animal. Oh god. Blend in. Blend in. Blend in. Okay, let's go. Sneak, 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 sneak. You will never catch me, Fido. I'm just too clever. Your inferior dog intellect cannot best me. Storage room. Don't mind if I do. Okay, I don't know where the dog went. And I don't really care. I'm gonna get out of here before I am discovered. Oh god, I just heard growling. Is he over here? Alright, cool. Clean getaway. No problem. I see.